The bees play an active role in pollination. So we finished around 7 weeks to reach here, and from here it is 7 months. So the total process of forming of the flower to blossom to forming of a green cherry to picking is a total of 9 months. Cheers guys, enjoy this video. Has to achieve, the coffee farmer has to achieve each year for him to rejoice the fruit of his work and to pluck cherries in the right time and to get an efficient produce to earn his daily livelihood. So this is a 1.5-year-old Arabica plant. You can see how it is just starting to blossom. Half a meter in height. Slowly it will blossom. 1 week update. It slowly blossom. This is day number 9 update. You can see. Wow. Today is the 10th day. Update of the 10th day. Brisbane, the blossom is in September or October each year after a good shower. One good rainfall to spike that. Day number 11. After the sighting of the spikes. Day number 12. Beautiful jasmine fragrance of this lovely flower. Flowers will then form into nubs and then they will be called as a carpel and they will form into cherries. Axis of flowers have around 12. Day number 13. Arabica always self-pollinates. The pollen male from the stamen positioned by design to easily drop into the tube in the pistil and engages with the female ovule inside the pistil stigma, forming a carpel, and that forms the cherry. Robusta depends on cross-pollination with the use of bees, wasps and butterflies, but however for this beautiful Arabica plant doesn't matter, cross-pollination helps, but the flower is designed to self-pollinate. So day number 14 is blossom day. So during the day you will see there will be bees coming and they will be trying to suck the nectar. 14 is the celebration day. The flowering of the Arabica plant happens exactly after 2 weeks from existence of the spikes. Scent of the jasmine attracts the bees and invites them to suck the nectar, and during this process the pollen is transferred from one flower to another. Pollen will be accepted by the pistil tubes only of those of the same species. So that is the beauty of the kind of mating from male to the female. So self-pollination takes place with the wind, breeze, but the bees play an active role. See? What a creation by God, eh? Be busy all day for a few days until it forms the carpel. Very busy bee. It will pick up that pollen and drop it into the tubes that is inside the pistil, and then it will slowly form that lovely cherry. Busy day for the bees. Busy. Day 15, the very next day after blossom. That is how they look after the bees have attacked the beautiful flowers. Day 16 is a very interesting day. You will see slowly the flowers will be falling off, and then you will see the carpel forming, which will form into a cherry. So these are the carpels. The flower petals will drop and then your carpel will form into cherries. Forming of the carpel and then the cherry. The flowers get burnt with the sunlight, form into small cherries, green cherries, and they will slowly become red. But be careful, if there is a rain, you have to protect on top If the flowers and the carpel fall off, your yield will be, and that's where you can see that's the formation of a nub, and that forms into a cherry. So you see, that's the nub formed after pollination, that one, okay, and that will form into number 17. So all the flowers have dropped and vanished. There is rain, which is never good actually after blossom, but I can see the nubs have been developing and there is signs of the carpel, which is good. But every plant always is threatened by the climate, so it always under stress, and every year it blossoms. Therefore, to keep its existence and its genes, I would say a backup rain after 2 weeks is fine, but never a heavy rain after your blossom, because you may drop all your flowers and therefore your yield will be completely destroyed. So in my opinion, for self-pollination to complete its process, it takes approximately, say, 3 days. In my opinion, this is exactly how I do my research. Forming of these nubs that will form into carpel and then it will be converted into a green cherry is the most significant and important part of coffee flower. Means your pollination has been successful. So this is day number 18 and you will see the flowers are all dropped off the heat of the sun, and this actually, these flowers, one more information which is very important, is lies on top of the nubs. You will see like here, and they are a protection so that the nubs don't get burnt off. So remember, and eventually they fall off and these nubs form into carpels and they are the lovely coffee cherries, green cherries, and then they become red. So these are 100% green nubs which are going to be carpel in the forming of green cherries in time. It's just 4 days after blossom. This is the result of 100% pollination. Pollination has taken place, the nubs are formed, the flowers have dried off, the carpel is forming, and you will soon see the cherries. Day number 19, you will see all the nubs are well set and time to grow into a lovely cherry. Okay. Now you don't worry if there is a rain, nothing will happen to your beautiful nubs. They will be there to become into a lovely cherry. So don't worry if there is a rain. Okay, until today, if there is a rain, it would be harmful for the yield. Just after your cherries or your nubs are set to grow into cherries, the plant gets energized and they start growing. They are worried about the threat of environment, so they try to become stronger. So after 7 weeks from the day of blossom, you will see the cherries are formed, and from here around in 6 months, sometime in June, we will start our picking. So all the nubs have formed into lovely cherries, or approximately 12. We will start picking. I will share the link in my description for the rest of the process of how these cherries are formed and picked. So we finished around 7 weeks to reach here, and from here it is 7 months. So the total process of forming of the flower to blossom to forming of a green cherry to picking is a total of 9 months. Cheers guys, enjoy this video.